Today we're going to be talking about what to do while you are single. I know that for so many people they feel like, oh, singleness is a curse, and they're like, I want to get married. I want to get married. I don't like being single. In fact, if I'm either in a relationship, and I like, there's some people that they're always in a relationship, like you're moving out of one into the next one. So what do you do while you're single? If this is type of content that you like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the bell notification button so that you get notified every time I post a new video, and then let's go into it. So what do you do as a single person? Is singleness a cause? Of course, singleness is not a cause. I know that for us in Nigeria, so I remember growing up, I was like, oh, I was going to get married, I think at the age of 23 or something like that, because I was like, oh, the usual thing is after university, after your NYSC, then you get married. That's like the normal process of life, or that's like the normal progression. You get a job, and then at that point in time, you're like, get a job, marry first, then maybe you get a job or something like that. But it didn't happen that way, and that's actually not supposed to be. So you're not supposed to condition yourself and say, you know what, after school I'm going to get married, like, and then you get married to just anybody. No. So what do you do while you are single? Singleness is a time for you to actually discover yourself. Yeah, it's a period where you get to understand who you are, you get to understand what your values are, and live life purposefully. The fact that you are not married doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean that, oh, your plans or the plans that God has for you, God is like, get married, I want to start my plans with you, get married, like you are injuring my plans. No, that is not the case at all. So being single is not a cause. It's actually a time for you to think deeply, to develop yourself. Life is not just about, oh, I'm married, and then say, oh, because I'm a Mrs., and they're like, oh, Mrs., can you come, Mrs., can you come do? No, you are supposed to. There is something there's a value you have to bring on the head. There is a value that is in you. There is something in you unique to only you, that the earth needs, the world needs. So if we decide that, you know what, I'm just going to put my life on hold until I get married, being married will not make you automatically come out. In fact, we've had cases where people that were really vibrant, really doing stuff before they got married, and for some reason they just decided that, you know what, marriage is my priority right now, I'm focused on my marriage and things like that, which for some people may not necessarily be a bad thing. But the fact that you are single and maybe you are not even in a relationship at the moment doesn't mean that there is something wrong with you. It doesn't mean that you have to live a sad life. It doesn't mean that you have to live a life where you are constantly moping. Maybe you are scrolling through Instagram and like, oh God, when. That shouldn't be your life, because it means that you are wasting precious time. You are wasting the time that God has given you to do things with your life, to fulfill His purpose. God did not create you and put you on earth and just say, you know what, just be waiting for one man. No, that's not your life. That's not the purpose of your life. So while you are waiting to get married, while you are expecting to get married, while you are planning to get married, ensure that you live your life purposefully. Ensure that you even know who you are. You understand who you are, because if you understand who you are, if you understand what your life purpose is, and you are on that journey, it means that it influences the type of man that you would say yes to. It's not every man, of course. Now, if you were to say yes to every man, probably the first person would have just said yes, and by now would have probably been married, had 10 children, or maybe even dead, because we have like, say, many are mad, few are roaming kind of situation. So dear sisters, Christian sisters particularly, please live your life. Ensure that you're living your life. Ensure that you are not waiting, just sitting down and say, okay, you know what, I have plans, but I'm going to put it on hold until I get married, or until a man comes to say, approve my plans for me. No, that is not your life. That is not the life that God wants you to live. Fine, you are supposed to be a helpmate, but as a helpmate, you also need to have things that you are doing. You understand? So it's not just, oh, I'm sitting down waiting, and then when it comes, say, wife, you say like Adam and Eve now, I say, and this is now bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. and you, yes, and then just move and then do nothing. No. But yeah, so the summary of what I'm saying is that as a single person, you should live your life purposefully. Understand who you are, understand what your values are, understand what you represent, what you carry. Develop yourself. Nobody's going to come develop yourself for you. No, it is your responsibility to develop yourself. So develop yourself while you are still single, so that you understand when you are living, you've lived your life to a particular level. Even when you're getting married, there are communications you would have with your partner, with your husband to be, say, or whoever, before you even decide who you're supposed to say yes to say, okay, you know what, this is who I am, and then these are my principles. Does it align? Does our values align? It's not that, oh, maybe I'm a working class lady, I've been working for the past 10 years, and then all of a sudden you get married to this person, or you have this person that says, no, I don't believe that women should work. In fact, they should just open boutique and just be selling clothes there. Well, this is not a shame to anybody, but you are a working class, yeah, you've been working, like actively working in corporate organizations, and then all of a sudden, because you want to get married, you just say, you know what, I'm going to open a shop. You that you don't even like markets, you don't like going to the market, you don't like anything that has to do with market, but it's just say, it would be nice, you see, I'll see that they call me madam and all of that. No, don't do that, because you will be miserable, you won't be happy, and then when you are not happy, if it changes the atmosphere at home, it changes a lot of things. You begin to read meanings to things that you were not supposed to read meanings to. And hope that this has been a blessing to you, this has helped you. If it has been, remember, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and share with your friends, share with your families, share with your colleagues, and I'll see you in another video.